Hey folks, Mav's Dad here back with another watch review. Today we have an unusually sedate offering from Seiko. This is the Seiko 100 meter solar quartz sports watch, model number SNE331, and as usual we'll open it up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this really kind of unimpressive, sedate Seiko offering. As you can tell, I'm not super enthusiastic about this watch, but let's open it up, let's take a look at it. Alright, your typical Seiko watch box. You've seen these a million times. I've said you've seen this a million times. There you go. Here you go. And as usual, you have your paperwork down there. You have your instruction manual and your Seiko warranty card. And let's take a look at this thing. I mean, I saw this and I wanted to take a look at it. And let's just see here. Alright. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and put all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen here. You're looking at a 43mm case. It's 11mm thick. It's on a 25mm nylon bracelet. It's 100 meters waterproof, which is 330 feet. It's got a mineral crystal. You've got a Seiko V158 quartz movement. It's got a 10-month power supply. It has an insufficient charge warning. Basically, if the battery starts to run down, the second hand will tick every 2 seconds to let you know you need to charge it up. It's got the date function and the day function over here at 3 o'clock. It has Lume Bright all over the indexes. I take that back. It only has Lume Bright on a couple of indexes in the hands. So there are the basic features. I mean, this watch is really, really low key, to say the least. I mean, there's not really much going on with this thing. I mean, I think it's a good looking watch. But it's just not, I mean, it's not a stunner. It's not something that made me just have to have it, but it's interesting. Basically what this is this the solar version of a popular automatic SNZ-G15? And I'll put that up on the left-hand side of the screen. And if you like that, it's also kind of reminiscent of the Kinetic SMY14 3P1. Basically, Seiko's putting out a lot of these field style watches. And this is basically the solar version. There's a kinetic version and there's an automatic version. And this is a solar version of that kind of line of watch. It's not bad looking, like I said. I mean, it's very legible. It's got a black IP coated stainless steel case. It does have a bezel, which is non-turnable for some reason. But it does have kind of that knurling, that grip, that coin edge on the bezel, even though the bezel doesn't turn. I mean, it's really just probably one of the most simple solar watches you can get. But the thing is with Seiko's is it's very well built. It'll last forever if you take care of it. Even though it's not real flashy, it doesn't have a lot going on. I don't want to bash it too much because it is what it is. It's just a very inexpensive Seiko solar watch. When the fact that it's Seiko, you know, like I said, it's going to last you a long time, you know, if you take care of it. So let's try this thing on. Actually, what I'll do is I'll pause the video and then I'll go ahead and try the watch on and I'll come back in just a second. Hold on just a second. All right, folks, I'm back. Well, there you go. This nylon bracelet is extremely stiff. If you've ever gotten a brand new pair of Vans or any type of canvas shoes, you know how kind of stiff that canvas material is. That's what this feels like. I'm sure it just needs to be broken in, but it is very stiff. A couple things about the bracelet I'm not crazy about. This buckle right here is non-movable. So if you have a bigger wrist like myself, you're gonna have to kind of tuck this in, and then this buckle will just be kind of floating around. So I'm not crazy about the bracelet. Like I said, it probably just needs to be broken in, but you know, it is very stiff. I mean, I think it's, you know, it's good looking, and it's got, you know, it's got some wrist presence to it. But you know, maybe they should have maybe used a rubber bracelet, possibly. But again, with this being kind of in their line of field watches that they've been updating, kind of this nylon fabric bracelet kind of, you know, goes in line with those. So let me take it off and then we'll test the lume. Be back in a second. All right, I'm back. I forgot to mention the Caseback. There you go. Not much going on, folks. Basically, you have a screw down Caseback, and you got the word Seiko there, and a little bit of lettering down at the bottom. I mean, that's really it. Again, this is not a flashy watch. It's just it's real simple, and some people love simple, and sometimes simple is great. But I like my watches with a little bit more character than this. And, you know, but it is what it is. So, anyway, let's go ahead and cut out the studio light. Let's go ahead and check out the lume on this thing. Charged up with my trusty mag light here. Normally I like to charge these up for about 10 or 15 seconds. Give it a nice little charge. Now you're going to be really unimpressed with this lume, so don't expect much. As was I when I tested it out before I started doing the video. There you go. Now the lume is bright. I mean, it's Lume bright, but again, you only have the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock indexes that have lume on them, as well as the hands. Even the second hand doesn't have any sort of lume on it. It would have been nice if they had actually marked all the numbers, all of the indexes. That would have been really cool. But I mean, it's only $100, so you know, if they were to put more lume on it, it might have raised the cost of the watch. And I'm sure they probably wanted to keep it right around that $100 price range. So let's go ahead and turn the studio light back on. So there you go, folks. Just a real, like I said, a real simple Seiko watch. I mean, normally my reviews are a lot longer than this because there's a lot more to go over. But I mean, some of y'all are going to love this thing, and some of y'all are going to, hate it. Some of you are going to be kind of indifferent about it. But I mean, like I said, it's an inexpensive solar watch. So if you like the watch, go out to Amazon and get one. Like I said, they're about $100. I'll put all the links in the description field of the different models. I think there's 3 different colors. There's a blue, black, and I think there might be another different color. But I'll put all those links in the description field for you if you want to get one. But I mean, it's a good looking watch, but it's just real simple, no frills, solar watch from Seiko. So there you go. So, if you like this video, please click on like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate each and every person that subscribes. I try to give you all the best videos I can. I try to include as much information as I can. And I try to make the videos a little more interesting, but this watch, like I said, is just, I've said it like 5 times. It is what it is. So, but I mean, it could be a great little weekend beater watch. So there you go. So there's the upside. It could be a great little weekend beater watch, working out in the garage, going, jet skiing or whatever. Of course, with it only being waterproof to 100 meters, you might want to maybe pass on that. But anyway, all right, folks, again, this has been a Seiko 100-meter solar quartz sports watch, model number SNE331. And again, if you like it, go out to Amazon and pick one up. All right, until the next review, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye.